Three blind people wanted to know what an elephant is. One of them touched the elephant's leg and said, the elephant was like a huge tree. Another touched the stomach and said, the elephant was like a water tank. The last one touched the trunk and said, the elephant was a huge pipe. Our condition in understanding globalization is something like this. People have understood the concept in bits and pieces and are either afraid and oppose it or are happy and embrace it. I asked people as to what globalization is all about.
Globalization, okay, globalization.
What is globalization? I am ignorant. I am really ignorant about this globalization.
Globalization is being a part of the whole globe. Not only a part of a city or a country, but being a part of the globe is globalization, and that is the latest trend.
For me, globalization is providing jobs to people like me.
Is knowing people around, knowing the world, knowing what's going on, and not just being secluded and not know about what's happening. Globalization, ruining our Indian heritage. That's what they're doing.
I would view globalization in terms of technology. Whatever that is in some other places with me right now. Like, whole world is a single place. I don't feel different if I'm working from home or working from US or working from UK. Everything is gonna be the same.
You can do what you want throughout the world now. There's no restrictions, no barriers, at least electronically.
You want to talk to someone anywhere in the world and you actually do. That's globalization. Now you're thinking of someone, you think I need to see this person, and you see the person instantly. That's globalization.
It's about a lifestyle of convenience and luxury, more than just, basic needs or comfort or trying to do things for just, easy living.
There is no globalization. It is only an Americanization. In a really globalized world, I would have been happy if some Americans learned to chew our arcanut, as we have learned to chew their chewing gum. If only arcanut could have become a fashion in America, then there is, right or wrong, there is a globalization.
Every other thing is being incorporated in the name of globalization, which is to say, if I dare say that, that cultural imperialism is also part of globalization. One can actually stop some country from actually following their own traditional practices and everything, and then can totally export everything to that country and call it globalization. That would be also globalization. So, but this hasn't, I think this has happened in some way or the other from the very beginning of human history. But the extent to which it goes, the force with which it operates is new.
Globalization, it cannot be easily defined, but it can have, it can eat people up. That is what, one kind of people can disappear with that. It's not an anti-globalization stand. The economic globalization that we are talking about, not in terms of the media connecting people, but in terms of when you say globalization, it's about selling the products of a bigger world to a smaller world. It's about that. So like how the whole fucking Indian film industry is going the Hollywood way. It's that. It's inspiring you to make your products also to cater to a global shop. So that leaves you with lesser creative ideas, at the same time, lesser venues to sell, lesser venues to display.
I don't think globalization really want people to be universal in that sense. Globalization actually make people very much individualistic and take whatever possible from the state, absorb from the state. So actually it is making globalization actually making people more patriotic, more jingoistic than any other issations or isms or whatever. So globalization actually making people more conservative and putting within boxes, more within boxes.
If we see the infrastructure of India even today, I don't think so we are that much ready for that. if you see, just to give you an example, in every Indian city nowadays, take Bangalore or Hyderabad or take Delhi, Noida, Gurgaon, or any other country, even Pune. So you might be seeing all the cabs and all the cabs from all call centers and or such places running 24 hours. We don't have that kind of infrastructure. How many accidents they are meeting in a day? Are people going in those cabs? Are they safe? They say that we are providing you cab facilities. You come and work with us. Are their life really safe? We don't have infrastructure. The main point why I am saying all this is because we don't have infrastructure to handle so many people, and that is the reason I feel that we were never ready for globalization. But still, there should be some way. Like at one point of time, we have to face all these things. So why not now? We can't wait and say that let's develop our country first, and then let's develop the infrastructure, and then we'll go for globalization. So I think it's a right choice, and you can see how many people have earned jobs everywhere.
Because you can open call centers here, and if you open call centers, it means all our nights are colonized to America. America's daytime. Nights here colonized of daytime. Our nights are colonized. It's quick money, consumption. That's why I said everything is being destroyed by a different kind of an idea of economy, of consumption. But the whole economy can change. We should be thinking of how to make the earth greener and how to make the earth healthy, how to get very healthy vegetables and how to grow without inorganic manure. There's a whole lot of things to be done.
I really wonder what the future generations are going to turn out to be as, because it's changing the definition. We know a very cliched version of globalization, which is fashion, which is what the youth really thinks. But actually globalization is not just restricted to this particular age group, but a lot many. So for me, globalization as of now, I think our generation can really handle it well, because we're a very balanced lot of people, in the sense we've inherited traditions as well from our families, but yet we have a very broadened outlook towards life through what the culture is as of now. But the coming generations are going to be they'll actually live in isolation. They think what they get is what is life. They actually won't have a thorough... You talk about knowledge. How many people read these days? I mean, it's completely out of it. They're only dependent on, say... It's just the net for them. For most of the youngsters, nobody's reading, nobody's doing anything constructive. So, for our generation, I think it's really meaningful, and we're able to balance it out. We're not misusing it as much as the future generations could.
The essence of exchange, cultural exchange, transnational, transcultural exchanges have always been in the world. I mean, there has been no time when it was not there. Because the question of societies, exchanging thoughts, ideas, objects, whatever, people migrating over the whole, what is the world basically? If you look at the world, I think the atlas was made because people moved from one place to another. I mean, that's how it came into being. So it has always been around. I mean, art and culture has thrived on that. Economy has thrived on that. Globalization in a very different sense. The way it has entered common parlance today is, it's part of today's linguistics and today's world politics than any other. And it has assumed a new dimension by virtue of that. But it has always been there.
Was it always there? Then, why such a hue and cry about it now? But globalization has surely a significant impact on Indian youth. They are concerned about it. But some are able to get a larger picture and face it. And some others are just happy living today and don't worry about tomorrow. Indian youth seem to be doing well and heading towards a better tomorrow, even in the midst of the confused perceptions.